I can say hello to Kathy Helbig, owner of the Experience Realty Partners in the Kathy Helbig Group. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
So let's see. No ball game for you, but Hamilton tonight?
Yeah, I'm
Lucky
sacrificing the ball game to go see Hamilton.
Well, you'll have a good time.
I think we will. We're
I
excited
think most
about
definitely. Let's talk about real estate. You came in and said, Doug, there are new rules
it. There are
that you should be
new
aware
rules of home buying,
Okay.
yes. And I said you better get your tennis shoes on because there's way less inventory this year than there even was last year. So what does that mean to the buyer? It means it's a seller's market because there's supply and demand issues. So first tip is be prepared for a possible marathon to find your dream homes. We are having people that whatever their criteria is either not coming up on the market, or if it does come up on the market, there's 10 people that want that house at the same time. So you're having a lot of disappointed buyers that are making offers on properties and not walking away with the winning offer. So that's the marathon part of it. But then it will immediately turn into a sprint. So when you do find that home that you're interested in, you can't dilly-dally on, well, can I go see it next Thursday at 7 o'clock? Or, this weekend's probably a good time. I want my parents to come back and see it. That house will be gone 3 times over. So when you do find something that's coming on the market, you need to be ready to act immediately. Because of that, that means you need to be prepared ahead of time before you even go out and start looking at houses. So don't start your pre-approval process after you found the house. That needs to all be T's crossed, I's dotted before you even get in the car. And then forego the contingencies. This is not the time that you are going to negotiate the best deal for yourself. So if there are unneeded contingencies in your contract, because the Missouri sales contract is loaded with just typical regular buyer protection contingencies that not everybody necessarily needs. So that's where you want to strip it down as much as you possibly can. If you think you're going to do home sale contingencies in this market, you probably need to think again and have a plan B, because again, if there's more than one option and the other one doesn't have a home sale contingency attached to it, that's going to be the winning offer. And then lastly, make your offer, your best offer first, because you may not get a chance to make a second offer.
Let me ask you something. When we talk about the supply and the demand and the fact that the supply is limited and demand is high, is this across the entire spectrum of houses?
For the most part, yes.
Really?
Yes.
So there's a great interest in people.
Yeah, the
going in
luxury market last year was a little softer than everything else, just because if you think there's less people in those price points. But the the regular markets, that in between and first time buyers market is crazy. But
You know how I knew that the market was beginning to get a little bit hotter than it was is because we're getting more and more of those postcards at home from people, nice
Yes.
people like you who say,
Yes.
hey, if you're interested in selling your house, give us a call.
Well, that's the thing. People think right now, too, that they don't really need a real estate agent. You think again, because we are even having struggles finding inventory for people, and we have the inside track on a lot of inventory that's coming that you're not going to find just by poking around online. And another misnomer is buyers think, oh, I don't really need an agent to help me. I'm not going to commit to one. If I have several different agents out there looking for me, I'm going to do better. Absolutely not. You're going to be low man on the totem pole. Our agents are hopping to get people in houses and writing contract after contract that aren't getting accepted. They're busy. And if you're not going to commit to them, do you think that they're going to put you on the top of the list? No way.
Are you a fan or not of, you'll be interested in buying a house and the agent will check and say, there's already one potential buyer on them. Of course, this probably doesn't apply right now, but at other times.
So a backup.
So a backup contract. Are you a fan of those or no?
Accordingly, yes. So here's the thing that people don't know about backup offers is it commits the seller, but the buyer can cancel a backup offer at any time. So why wouldn't you? So if you had 5 people that came in and made offers and you lost out, I'm definitely going to be the guy that says, hey, because right now, people are writing offers and then getting buyer's remorse 4 or 5 days later. Or they think, well, I had to pay list price or higher, so I'm going to really stick it to the seller at the building inspection. And if there's not an offer sitting there in the background, then maybe that seller negotiated a little more than they wanted to during that time frame. But if there's a really good, hefty backup offer sitting in the background, that buyer starts to be a little horsey, then that seller can stick their heels in and move right over to you.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Interesting
there's
stuff.
a lot of strategy with backup offers that can be utilized.
Kathy, have a great time at the show
Thank
tonight.
you.
We should actually, hey, Willie, we should have her do a review of Hamilton tomorrow on the program.
Yeah, McGraw
There
to
you
get to
go.
go. Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you very much for
All right,
stopping by.
thanks.